We on
405 only. Let's get it, guys.
Nelson Gang! Hey! Damn Eagles! That felt good! That felt good! Look at this. I love this photo right here because it basically says what we already know. That's you damn right.
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear it? The whole crew will be here in like 2 minutes because Trey will be up here in a few minutes or so. So, welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 57. And welcome to the 2022 Week 5 edition of the Birds of Broad Street. I am your boy, Missy Miss Cool Cat Connor, YouTube representing the Birds. We got our man, BG, the owner of Bergen Nation Sports Media, the man of 1,000 shows, the MVP, Jalen freaking Hurts, #1 fan. Salute to Mr. Bergen giving us the link, and salute to the man that makes this go round and round, BG31.
Yes, sir, boys. This is Victory Monday, and I love these Victory Mondays, man. They're awesome, man.
Exactly. Y'all know what to do, Eagles Nation. Put your hands together, rub it around, and say,
no. You know what time it is. You know you rocking with. It's your boy Billy Notion. Birds of Broad Street 4-0 edition. So y'all already know. Let's check the 4K. Y'all already know. Hey, Lambo, check. Rings up, check. Y'all know we all the way in there, gang. Listen, if y'all new to the channel, new to my brother's rise, y'all already know what to do. Go on. Hit that subscribe. Because y'all know, come win, lose, or draw. But it seems like all we've been doing lately has been winning. Y'all know we're going to be up here representing. But 4-0, I'm ready to have some fun with this one, gang. Let's go and get it today, fellas.
That's right.
Do is win, no
matter what. So congratulations to the only undefeated team in the National Football League, the Philadelphia Eagles. We are on top of the NFC East and on top of the NFC. What's your thoughts about being 4-0?
We on top of the NFL. You forgot that one.
Yep. Go ahead, Noja. What's your thoughts on being 4-0?
Man, my thoughts? First of all, y'all already know, right? I've been nothing but excited, right? Look, coming into this season, we really had to find out whether this team was putting This team has answered all of those questions. We know what the identity of this team is. We know what the strengths of this team is. Everything I'm looking at, we in a lot of top 5 areas, which I'm sure we're going to talk about today. At least I'm going to mention them. But a lot of top 5 areas. Oh, this looking like a legit contending team that I'm going to tell y'all right now, we keep it up at this rate. Hey, there's not a lot of teams that can beat us. I'm just saying. So I'm feeling good. 4-0 vibes, good vibes only. Hey, listen, I ain't been here, or actually, you know what? I've been paying a little bit of attention to some of these haters out there. But y'all know, listen, when you at the top, gang, when you 4-0 at the top, you can't hear them haters below y'all. We can't hear the haters below us because we 4-0, and I'm feeling good, fellas.
BG?
Bye, haters. Bye, haters. What you gonna hate on now? What you got now? I'm ready for another hate so we can go prove you wrong again next week. So I want all the haters to exit stage left because this team is legit. We win any kind of way that we need to, and there's no way anybody can stop us. So I'm very excited what this Eagles team brings this year, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, the Giant fans still trolling. Well, that's them. The Washington Commanders, they got this new video, left hand up, ooh, are we, all that stuff. That's them. Exactly. The Giants, congratulations on y'all win. You're going to get beat up by the dang Green Bay. And as for the Cowboys, hey, it's been in Russ we trust. It's been fun while it lasts. Now you got to deal with the Rams, who are about to play the 49ers in a couple of minutes. And then you're going to have to come to Philly. Good luck with that. So let's talk about this game, man. I was there. It was pouring down, raining. Hey, it is what it is. 28-21 Birds. It was pouring down, raining. Eagles Nation, stand up. Y'all the best fans in America for surviving that rainstorm that happened in that game. Exactly. It was a monsoon up in there. Salute the Desert Eagle 90. Salute the Jag and off. We had ourselves a good time, and we had ourselves a good time, and we won the game. So, Nosha Gang, your reaction to this game?
Well, first of all, okay, again, we're starting to see the true identity of this. We came in this game against the Jaguars that were the number 1 team in the league at stopping the run. Guess what we did, gang? We came in that thing running the ball 50 times on top and put up over 200 plus rush yards. I'm going to tell you right now, that is the identity of this team. And listen, we need to rely on that throughout this season. It was a sloppy game. We saw that. I ain't going to sit here and lie to y'all like I was not nervous. In the first quarter, when we were down 14-0, this team had to respond. The way we came out, it was sloppy, ugly. We knew Jalen Hurts threw a pick 6 out there. Sloppy conditions, the rain coming in 30 miles an hour. The Eagles had to respond. We did that. I saw my team fight through adversity. They stayed resilient. As soon as that second quarter hit, they turned on the Jets. So, listen, that's a common theme I'm seeing from these Philadelphia Eagles. For whatever reason, the second quarter, gang, that is our money quarter. This team has been turning up in the second quarter. We put up like 20 points, I believe, in the second quarter. Was able to find, some scores in the fourth also. So, hey, listen, this team is looking legit. It was good to see how we stood in the fight. The Jags, I know everybody going to say now that's the new narrative. Probably the Jags was trash. I'm not trying to hear that. The Eagles are 4-0, took care of their business under sloppy conditions. Hey, listen, we now are, after this game, we are the number 1 team in the league, gang, in takeovers. Look, we struggled with that last year. We sitting number 1 in the league in takeovers. Guess what? We also number 1 in defensive sacks. So, hey, we got sacks on sacks on sacks over here, and we handling our business, gang. So I'm loving everything I'm seeing, and we ain't even played our best football yet. So that's scary. I'm loving the 4-0 vibes, gang.
Yep. Salute to everybody in the chat. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And I would do it like Notion. Hit that subscribe because y'all know how we rocking up here on the Birds of Broad Street. So go ahead, BG, your reaction to the game.
it was awesome. It's everything we wanted to see. You know, I knew Dougie P was gonna come out with something hot. You know what I'm saying? That team was gonna be ready, you know, that opening quarter. You know, I always said with games like this, even like the Washington game with Carson, like you never know when the former, you know, girlfriend's gonna come back and, you know, basically F you over. You know, and I thought Dougie P was on a mission to be, he probably been planning this game all off season long. So by the time he comes back to his former team, he's gonna punch him in the mouth. And we got punched that first quarter, man. We got punched, but guess what? I seen that look in Hurts' face on the sideline, and I knew he was about to come back and make the difference. And that's what happened. Those running game came out strong. You know, I think we were passing too much in that first quarter anyway. When you got a weather like that, you got to lean on the big boys up front. And when they landed on them, Miles Sanders lit it up. You know what I'm saying? Miles' career high game, you know, out there doing big things, nice runs, scoring 2 touchdowns. It was amazing. That's the Miles Sanders we've been looking for. And the fact of the matter is our team is too dangerous. We don't have to do that every week. Every week's going to be a new guy. You know, 1 week's going to be Goddard. 1 week's going to be AJ. 1 week is going to be Devontae. 1 week's going to be, you know, Miles, you know, Gainwell. Like we have so many weapons on this team. And I'm really scared for the league because I don't know how they're going to stop us.
Exactly. So let's give out some grades. And y'all know who we're going to start with.
Jalen Hurts. Let's see if he can get something going. There's Hurts. He's back. Fire. Touchdown. They really came out on fire. Hurts.
He is in such control.
Hurts. What a play by Jalen Hurts. Beautiful throw by Hurts. 3 rushing touchdowns. Give me a little more of that. Boy, that hurts. Boy, did he make magic happen.
Jalen Hurts, number 1.
That really, really hurts.
Yeah, damn right. Jalen freaking Hurts. Yep, Jalen freaking Hurts. Exactly. The MVP of the league has completed 16 for 25 for 204 yards, 8.2 average, no touchdown, a pick that was tipped off, but he was picked. It is what it is. Sacked 2 times and a rating of 72.8. So I'm gonna give the MVP of the league a B+. He did some good. He did a lot of good. He handed the ball to Miles. He handed the ball to his playmakers. A pick is a pick, so it is what it is. He didn't cost us the game. I will say that he did not cost us the game. So I'm gonna give him a B+. Hey, it would have been nice if you gave AJ Brown and Goddard and Smitty, but it was raining, not causing that into no excuse. So B+ for my MVP of the league. Notion Gang, what you got for Jalen Hurts?
I mean, I'm going to probably stick around that ballpark also. I'm going to give him, again, I'm floating between a B and a B+. I know this was not Jalen Hurts' best game, so I'm not going to sit here and, you know, shade that, but I got to give him a B+ also just because, listen, the man, did y'all not see the way this man willed his way into a touchdown? Without his touchdown run, that was a critical turning point in this game. And yes, I understand he threw a pick 6. That was a horrible moment for him. I mean, actually a horrible moment for the team, honestly. We might be losing. I don't know what the injury report's been on Jordan Mailata yet, but I know he went out after that. So terrible play. I know Jalen, listen, we could have folded to 10 after that. Jalen stood in there, said, you know what, I need to do what I need to do for this team to get a win. Willed his way into the touchdown. That's why this man's out here leg pressing 600 pounds in the weight room because he's over here running through people, grown men out here on the field. So Jalen Hurts did what he had to do. I got to give him a B+. Kept the team in it. Still some areas to clean up, but got the job done. Led his team to a victory. I'm giving him a B+ for this.
Yep. BG, what you giving the MVP?
Oh, man, you know the only grade I like to give Jalen. You know, there's only one grade that I give Jalen.
We got together again, y'all.
There you go.
We back together, not the other left. OTR one trigger trailer rock. It's been too dang long, my guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, fellas?
Welcome to
What's
the
good,
new
man?
member.
Man, salute to you, man, taking care of the kids, man. I know you've been busy, but salute to you, my guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4-0, baby. Let's
Yeah,
go.
talk about it. Before I pass it to BG, false on the game and go ahead and grade Jalen Hurts.
Bro, I know we won every game this season, but I feel like this was our most impressive game. And
Mhm.
mind you, we went down 14-0 at the beginning of the game. Like quick. It was like that. I mean, we battled back. The weather conditions was horrible. It's just like I love this football team, bro. It's like they just resilient. It's just resilient. And I know they was giving us flack about, I mean, we're not a good second half team, but on Sorrel, we didn't have to be. It's like we already had a big lead on everybody. But to see them dudes fight back like that, like they did yesterday, Hassan Reddick with a great game, bro. Bro, he saved us so many times in that game, yo. Just pressure. He had what 2 forced fumbles. Like, bro, he was everywhere. I mean, we lost Slay for the game, but Vontae Maddox didn't play. It didn't even matter. It's like this team is just a complete football team right now, and I love it.
Yep. Oh, the
They
question.
asking you, Trey. My man
Yeah.
says,
The question for Trey: do you believe in Jalen Hurts now? And go ahead and grade him.
I mean, you saying now. I never said I didn't believe in Jalen Hurts. Like I said, I always speak on what I see. So I seen great from this dude so far in these past 4 games. So yes, I believe in him to answer your question.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So, what grade would you give him for this game, Trey?
I mean, he started off a little shaky in the first quarter, but he got it together. So I'm gonna have to give him a solid A.
There you go. There you go. BG, the MVP. Talk to me.
Oh man, Trey just
give him the
came
A
in
plus
and
plus plus.
just gave him a high grade. I'm gonna give her some A plus. No, we're gonna stick to it. 'Cause I was actually before he said that, I was gonna go with A minus. You know what I'm saying? Like that pass early, yes, it's early in the game. It didn't cost us anything, but you gotta make better plays than that. I feel like he was kind of like when last year we went against any good team, it was like they kind of started out real shaky and rocky, where it wasn't that confident. I feel like Dougie P was on the other sideline. He kind of came out shaky and rocky, so I was like, I didn't really appreciate that, and that pick was just horrible. You know what I'm saying? That dude got laid out. Who was it? Pascal got laid out right then and there, and they intercepted it, took it to the house. So besides that, though, he willed our team back. Like I said, I knew the moment you seen him on that sideline where he's like, really? He had that really look on his face. He's like, all right, gotta go out there and ball out. And that's what he did for the rest of the game. So Jalen Hurts get an A minus from me.
A minus.
A minus. Hey, it is what it is. Man, I'm glad you back, Trick. It's been too long. I'm just happy you back. It ain't the same without you. That's why I added you to the show. It's been a while, bro. How's the family, by the way? Before we continue, how's the family?
Bro, everybody good, man. Our homecoming actually this week. The Pop Winter team I coach. So everything good. Like we just treading along, I guess, just like everybody else. Everybody good.
There you go. I'm glad you back, man, because it ain't the same without you. You know that. It ain't the birds of Broad Street without the 4th member of the show. Just know that.
Bro, I missed y'all too, man. I was like, y'all got to make this one today. I had nothing to do. I got to make this one.
There you go. If nothing else, make this one. Oh, don't forget Dallas Hate. By the way, speaking of having fun, next week, Dallas Hate Week with me, BG, Notion Gang, Trigger Trey. Hopefully, we got Mitch, we got Boys for Life, we got H-Town Cowboy, and we got Cole. If there's any other Cowboy fans that want this smoke, come and get it. The champs are here. Bring it. I'm giving y'all 1 week. 1 week. TikTok. So let's grade the playmakers. The playmakers. Hey, AJ Brown, I love you. Devontae Smith, I love you. Miles Sanders, welcome to the goddamn party. AJ Brown with some AJ Brown's the beast. I'm sorry. AJ Brown's the beast. Goddard with some catches. Miles Sanders with some catches. Devontae Smith with some catches. And the rushing yards, man. Do I really need to say more? Miles was the star to get. Miles Sanders with 134 yards. You see what happens when you run the ball? You get 2 touchdowns. Same for Jalen Hurts and same for Gainwell. So I'm going to ask you guys, Notion, I'm going to start with you. The playmakers, Goddard, the wide receivers, and the tight end. If you want to say Miles too, okay. So what grade would you give the playmakers?
For sure. So I'm collectively giving the whole group, I'm going to give them an A. Again, just because of the conditions that everybody had to go through. I mean, again, we understood this game started off sloppy. This team understood that early, made adjustments that they needed to, dedicated to the run game. Again, I was so happy running the ball 50 times, knowing that, listen, it started off sloppy. This coaching staff is smart enough to make these kind of adjustments. So everybody stood up, played their role this game. Miles Sanders went off. It was called for his day because, again, due to the conditions. But we even got to see the likes of like Trey Sermon out there. Like, I know he only got a couple carries or touches, but hey, that man looked pretty shifty out there. It was good to see him in action. Again, of course, we know AJ Brown. He is the Batman cape was out. Devontae Smith. Again, I mean, the conditions didn't call for him that day. So again, collectively, we did what we had to do. Got up out of there with a win. I'm giving a whole playmaking group but Miles Sanders, oh yeah, he's out here proving that he's out here trying to get this payday, and it was good to see him shine. So I give him actually the player of the game, Miles Sanders, in my opinion. But yeah, the whole group getting an A for me today.
Yep, Trigger.
I mean, I've been saying this for like 3 years now. Miles Sanders don't get the amount of carries that he should get, bro. Like if you're a running back, like a true running back, volume is always volume. I mean, the more carries, more touches you get, the better you're going to be, the more explosive you're going to be. I mean, the more confident you're going to be. So, for them to give Miles Sanders the ball 27 times in a game, I don't even think it was a game Miles Sanders carried the ball over 20 times in his career yet. They gave the dude 27 carries, and he proved that he's one of the best backs in this league, man, when you actually use him the right way. So, I mean, it was great. Goddard, he still got to get it. He still got to get the drop thing out of the system. That was a bad drop. I don't care if the ball was here. You're a receiver, you touch it, you got to catch it. That was a horrible drop. Devontae Smith really was a decoy because we couldn't really throw the football too much. The weather was bad. So, I mean, I feel like the game plan we put together for that weather, it was a great game plan. We went in, we're going to be physical. We started off a little rocky with the throwing on every down thing. So, I mean, they adjusted as good coaching. And I just like the game plan overall. Like, we was going to play physical yesterday. Mind you, Jacksonville front, they front seven, they wasn't giving up, I think, more than like 50 yards a game on the ground. But Miles Sanders had 134 on his own. Woo. So I mean, it was a great day for the offense, man. I'm gonna have to give him an A, a solid A.
Yep, same here for me. The offense did what they had to do. It's like when you run the ball in these conditions, you always win. It's simple as that. Look at all the great teams that know how to run the ball in the past. You run the ball, you control the clock, you put some pressure on the other team. Miles Sanders feasted that game. When we complained last year that he didn't have no touches, this year he feasted on the Jaguars. The Jaguars was the number one rushing defense was a top rushing defense in the league. We gave them how many rushing yards? Like 200 plus. That's crazy. And Devontae Smith and AJ Brown just laid back, did what they had to do. So I'm giving the playmakers, like Trey said, the A, because we didn't really have to. We passed the first part, then we got a pick six. And then Nick Sirianni, once again, we're going to grade him too. We once again figured it's raining, it's pouring. That's not an excuse, though. That's not no excuse, but run the ball. If it's raining outside, run the ball. Simple as that. And I'm proud of this team for doing what they know how to do, and that's run the ball. So BG, the playmakers.
Yeah, playmakers get a Miles Sanders get an A plus. Like Trey said, they finally used them right, and you've seen a star running back. You guys know Miles Sanders is a third leading rusher in the NFL right now. Third leading rusher. Everybody worried about this guy. This guy just needed the touches. Whenever he gets the touches, this was a perfect game for him to get the touches. Miles always has like the bigger games in bad weather. So any good football team, if you got a great offensive line, you got a good running back, you're going to have great games. And, when the weather's come down, this is going to be, something good for the back end of the season. When you got more rainy games, maybe even some snowy games down the line. Just know that you can run that football at will, and there's nothing another team can do about it. So, I think the playmakers get an A, Miles Sanders get an A++, and let's keep this thing rolling.
Yep,
Man.
we already graded the offense performance. And what's funny to me is how everybody and their mama got the audacity to marry the admitted girl to say it's just the Jaguars when they beat the Colts and the Chargers. It's funny to me how everybody says that we didn't beat nobody good. So the Minnesota Vikings, who are 3-1 and beat the Green Bay Packers, they ain't good. The Jaguars, who went 2-1 before they faced us and beat the Colts and the Chargers, they ain't very good. You guys hyped up the Lions with Hard Knocks. I'll give y'all the Washington Commanders. I mean, don't get me started with them. But 2 of our 4 opponents are really good teams. Come on now. You got to put some respect on the Philadelphia Eagles, because I said this in a tweet. We earned the right to be 4-0.
Yes.
We earned it.
Facts. One of the things this team is doing, and we watching it before our eyes, this team is taking away and doing the things that these teams are doing well and just punching them in their mouth. Like, again, this was the number 1 rush defense in the league until they played against us. We put up 200+ rushing yards on them. This team was the best team in the league in takeaways. We took care of the ball. We had 1 interception. Okay, cool. But, hey, this was also a team we played that they were a non-turnover team. They had 5 turnovers. Our defense came to play. So everything that these teams are doing well, it's like we're like, you know what, forget what you're talking about. We come in over there to punch you in the mouth. And I like the aggressiveness of this team. So, oh, yeah, this team is a top 5 team right now in the league in rushing. I mean, I'm shocked right now. I believe it's the Giants right now. The Giants have the number 1 rushing team in the league. And I'm shocked because they really don't have different angles that we're rushing. Like, we got different weapons. We know how we get down in Philly. We can rush with our quarterback. We can rush, we got 3 different stables of running backs. But the Giants, I don't know how they're putting up almost 200 yards a game. But, yeah, we
been going off over there, though.
Saquon's a beast.
He's been going off over there.
They're the best rush team in the league, the New York Giants. So, I mean, again, you see what it looked like. When you have a success with running the ball, you find yourself winning a lot of games. And the Eagles, they've identified that. That's our identity now. And I'm loving what I'm seeing from this team right now. So,
and I like how it's on both sides of the ball. You're seeing accolades on both sides of the ball. Like you said, the Lions are the number 3 offense in the league. The Jaguars are number 6 offense in the league. For people to say we didn't play nobody, and our defense went in there and took care of business like they need to take care of business. You've seen turnovers in both games. Man, it's crazy. Not only the offense is electrifying, but that defense has been making plays like crazy.
Exactly. Try.
Yeah. The crazy thing about it is, it's just so much we could throw at people right now. It's like, bro, I love how Gann is switching to. I mean, he really sticking to what he said last year. He don't got a scheme. Like, he hit you with the 3-4 front, the 5-3. 4-4. It does so much he just throw at you. It's just like, I feel like it's kind of confusing offenses. Because yesterday, I mean, I know it was bad weather, but Trevor Lawrence looked horrible yesterday.
Yeah.
He looked horrible yesterday, and I think it's because of all the pressure we was getting on him. We were sending nickel corners. Hassan Reddick creeping up to the line. You don't know if he coming or he gonna play coverage. It's like they had Josh Sweat dropping back in coverage. I'm like, oh my God, he just throwing so much at people. And I feel like, I mean, he really coming into his own as a defensive play caller. So, I mean, you mix that with AJ Brown and Devontae and all of them, it's kind of like it's really a complete team. Like a complete team, bro. It's like it's going to be hard. Anybody we match up against on a Sunday, it's going to be super hard for them to win that game. Because, I mean, Jalen Hurts passing accurate right now. He putting it in his receivers' hands where they could run. They could run after the catch. I mean, it's too much we could throw at people right now. And I ain't gonna get too hyped because it's still early in the season. But yeah, I feel like we're a top 3 NFL team in this league, man.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Trey. You ain't got to bring the hype, brother. We're going to bring it for you. Don't even trip because we're looking like the best team in the National Football League right now. We 4-0. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm gonna take this against anybody's team right now. That's how I'm feeling. Again, like you said, this matchup nightmares on the offensive side and the defensive side. The only phase of the game right now that's sus on this team is our special team, or I'll say our return game. Because we got solid special team coverage. I get all of that. But I'm sorry, I get no excitement watching our kickoff and our punt returns. But yeah, we are balling out, and this team ain't even played its best football yet. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring the energy for you, Trey Rock. Don't even trip. You know I got you, brother.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, y'all don't have to like it. You don't have to love it. But hey, this photo right here says it all. This photo right here says it all. On top of the NFC East, on top of the NFC, no matter what anybody says. And hey, like Trey says, any given Sunday, the good teams can always lose to the bad teams. Trust me, the Colts beat the Chiefs. The Jaguars beat the Chargers and the Colts any given Sunday. But hey, until we're not, we're the best team until we're not. Simple as that. We're the best team until we're not. Until someone can knock us out the pedestal, and the Cardinals and the Cowboys. We'll see about those teams. But hey, we're on top until we're not.
I'm working on B.O.B.S, man.
Cowboys, y'all on the clock right now.
Exactly.
On the clock, bro.
Well, Cause my thing is, when it comes to the Cowboys, let's talk about that for a bit. When it comes to that game in 2 weeks, who are they going to cover? They got to deal with Quez. Let's say Diggs cover AJ Brown, Devontae Smith is going to eat, or Quez going to eat, or Zach Pascal. We can't forget about them. And I love the fact that they call themselves Batman. That's awesome. And Goddard. Then if you blitz, we got the running back. Who in God's name is Dallas going to cover? Someone let me know.
Hey, look.
Like, who is Diggs going to cover? My bad.
No. I'm gonna kind of get the Cowboys some kind of credit. They got a hell of a pass rush. I'm not gonna lie. They got a hell of a pass rush, and that's how they really been winning these games, bro. They've been terrorizing. They've been terrorizing offensive lines. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. They got a solid pass rush.
Man,
I'm just saying.
Off the line, so I'm not.
I've been watching it. I've been
watching.
When they let's go.
I'm just not slurping this Dallas Kool-Aid. Again, listen. Right now, we got the more sacks. Right now, we bring in the most amount of pressure. Is what it's looking like. We the number one team right now in the league in sacks. I'm gonna tell you one thing about Dallas. I understand they bring pressure and all of that, but their run defense game, they are a little sus. So they ain't seen a team that's bringing over 400 yards per game, a type of an offense. We are rushing, putting 200 plus yards on teams' heads, establishing our will. Dallas ain't ready for all of that. Again, I get their pass rush, brother. And listen, to be honest, I don't even think Dallas knows what quarterback is going to play against us that week. You hear some of them talking about Dak might be playing, Dak might be back. It might be Cooper Rush. I don't care who they roll out. I think the Eagles will adjust, get the job done, and establish again our run game. That's where I'm not even putting no respect on Dallas and their defenses in their run department.
Right.
Exactly. So let's talk about our defense that had a bunch of sacks. Listen, the defense gave Trevor Lawrence all they can handle, and hey, rain or shine, and they gave up 14 points. The one touchdown was because of the pick six. So they gave up 14 points, so I'm giving the defense an A. That was an awesome performance. Salute to A. Big play, Slayer. I hope you be healthy. Avonte Maddox, Nick Sirianni had a press conference say they all might play. Might, but that's coach speak, so we'll find out on Wednesday. But salute to the defense, man. Given this past week, they gave Carson Wentz 9 sacks. You're welcome, Dallas. 9 sacks, man. And this past week, they forced a fumble from Trevor Lawrence. This defense
4 times. Yeah.
Exactly.
5 times. Okay.
5 times, man. So that was a dominant performance from this defense. They got tasked this Sunday because they down in Arizona, they got a Jalen Hurts too. His name's Kyler Murray. So they got a tough task, and we'll talk about that game too. So, Trey, what you got for the defense?
You mean against Arizona or just overall?
No. This the grade for the defense yesterday.
Oh yeah, I gotta give him an A plus, bro. I'm gonna give him an A plus, just because. I mean, the 2 touchdowns we gave up, they was cheap touchdowns. You get me? It's like, but other than that, we really like frustrated Trevor Lawrence all game. Like he didn't know where the pressure was coming from. He didn't feel comfortable in the pocket at all. I mean, he tried to roll out a few times. One of them was a fumble that he caused himself to fumble on one of them. He was so scared. So it was like, I mean, we was throwing too much at him. He wasn't ready for it. So, I mean, I feel like, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna have to give him an A plus, but I really want to give him more because we lost Darius Slay, our best corner. Yep. I mean, Avonte Maddox, one of the best nickel corners in the NFL. We played the whole game without them too, and we still kind of shut these dudes down. So it's like, I mean, I feel like we could go up against anybody for real and be cool. So I'm gonna give him an A plus.
Notion?
I'm gonna have to fall in line with that. I'm gonna give it a solid A plus. Again, just we're seeing this team win by our defense right now. So, look. That was one of the sloppy games. We needed to count on this defense, and the defense showed up and got the job done. One of the things I'm looking at with this defense, I mean, look, we've talked about it before the offseason. Is this team like a shut down type of a defense? We're holding teams to 0 points. Majority, 50% of the quarters that we played. So we played with a total of 16 quarters out of 4 games. So out of that, we've shut teams out 8 times. So that's 50%. We holding teams to goose eggs. So we did that twice this game, held the Jaguars to 0 points. I'm loving this defense right now. This is a top 5, definitely for sure, in my opinion. But keep this thing up defensively. I mean, I don't see this team being stopped. I got to give them an A plus. Like my man Rock said, we adjusted to adversity. We had players out. We could have folded the 10 up, but the defense had 5 takeaways this game, 4 sacks. Oh, this defense is doing exactly what they need to do. Made Trevor uncomfortable. And yeah, I attribute that to the win. So I'm giving them an A plus.
Yep. BG?
Hey, follow suit. A plus, man. Like last week, 9 sacks. This week's 5 turnovers. To be number 1 in sacks and takeaways, man, that makes you the best defense. Top of all this, everybody keep being modest, I feel like. Everybody keep want to go modest. We're top 3. We're top 5. No, we are number 1 in all those categories. We got the best quarterback. We got the best offense. We got the best defense. Number 1. Just want to clear that up for everybody. Had to go off there. But yes, man, A plus by the defense, man. Reddick finally had his come out game, and not even enough people are talking about Bradbury. Like we got 2 Pro Bowl caliber cornerbacks on our football team, guys. There's not too many teams out there with 2 Pro Bowl caliber cornerbacks. Bradley's shutting people down. I mean, Bradbury, sorry, Sam Bradley. Bradbury's shutting people down up there on the other side there, and he's really stepping it up this year, and I think he's back in his Pro Bowl form. So watch out for our defense moving forward.
Exactly. Watch out for the defense. So, hold on.
Before we go, I think it just all fall in line with each other. It's like, I mean, the pass rush working with the secondary. Because even on the times where we don't really get that pass rush on the play, our secondary still locking stuff down. Yeah. So it's like, bro, it's hand in hand. And I just want to give a big shout out to Jonathan Gannon. Because all last year, in the beginning of this year, all season, everybody was screaming for this dude head, man.
Yeah.
And all we said was, and I said it the whole time, y'all can contest to this. He didn't have personnel. For the defense he was running, he didn't have. Now we got linebackers that's flying around, sideline to sideline. TJ Edwards looked like a dog right now. Woo! A dog right now. He looked like so much of a dog, we not even really saying Kaiser White name or none of them other linebackers. TJ Edwards all over the field. And all he needed was that supporting cast. And even with Jordan Davis only playing like 25, 30% of the snaps, every time you in here, you see this dude in the backfield. It's like,
impact.
So it's just like, it all go hand in hand. And I'm loving it right now. I'm loving the defense more than the offense. I'm not even going to lie to you. I love watching the offense. But in this day and age, it's hard to play defense in the NFL. We look great right now. Look great at doing what we do. So
Yes,
I
we
just
do.
wanted to say that before we moved on.
No problem. Now let's talk about it. Shane, Nick Sirianni, Jonathan Gannon were great in all three. I'm giving them a solid A. The defense, Jonathan Gannon, whatever you're doing, keep it up. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. Hey, I will eat crow with Jonathan Gannon because y'all know how I was with him. I'm eating crow. Congratulations, Gannon. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Shane, the running game, keep it up. Nick, coaching these guys hard, like I know you is. Keep it up. Y'all getting a solid A. Hell, I'll do it. A plus. A plus. Because not just because of this game, man, the whole season's been awesome. So for this game, solidly A plus. Because through adversity, like Trey said, man, I'm glad you're back. Through the adversity, like Trey said, through the adversity, like Trey said, losing Slay, losing Maddox, losing Isaacson Lamada and Jordan Lamada. Through adversity, 4-0. Through adversity, 29-21. So A plus to Nick, to Shane, and Jonathan Gannon. Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, I feel like they coming into they groove. It's like, everything like going hand in hand. Shane, even when we mess up or like we get a defense good field position, the offense good field position, our defense always just hold tight. It's like, they gonna get a field, they might score, but that's rare. But they at least get a field goal out of it. We keep the 7 off the board. So it's like we really working hand in hand. Our offense keeping our defense off the field so much, so they can't really be exposed. Dudes can't really get tired. We playing great ball control offense, and we going down the field with it. It's like, and I feel like that's all coaching attitude. Shane Steichen, even with Nick Sirianni stepping back and giving up the play calling, it's just like that's a mature thing to do because a lot of coaches can't handle that. I'm a live, I'm a die with what I do. But you like, man, I'm not good at this. I had to step back a little bit, let this dude do his magic. And he's just the overseer, but it's just the atmosphere of the team. It's like you can tell this team is taking on Nick Sirianni personality. It's like, bro, everything's so free, so fast flowing. Don't think so much, just go. It's like, bro, it's just looking like art right now. So I'm gonna give all them dudes. I'm gonna give all of them an A plus for this first 4 games.
Yep. Notion?
Man, y'all look. If we putting it on the first 4 games, I'd probably even give it an A plus also. But just from this past game, I'm gonna give it an A plus just because. Listen, this coaching staff is out here playing chess, right? Like Nick Sirianni had to go up against Doug Peterson. We know, his creative mind. He kept us on our toes for the most part. Mm-hmm. Doug Peterson, once we kind of went down, especially once Malata went down with injury, oh yeah, he immediately sent some pressure to that left side, and tested Jack Driscoll. He got worked initially early, but guess what our coaching staff did? We were like, okay, let's gonna make some adjustments, start bringing a tight end over to try to help, with some of that pressure. So
for sure,
it's good to see our team out here, playing chess. Look, they also knew that it was a rainy day. Look, we tried to pass early. We need to adjust. Let's go heavy run. Hey, Miles Sanders had a field day out there due to our coaches putting them in a position to succeed. So again, I'm just liking how our coaches are making these adjustments. I'm loving Shane Steichen. Listen, he's calling the plays out there. He looking like, unfortunately, he probably going to end up going somewhere else next year for some kind of head coaching position. It's possible Jonathan Gannon might now get plucked, for some kind of head coaching position. So, again, defensively also, I think Gannon, he gets the memo. He knows we thrive off of this defense. It's going to take up to him to, whether we stay afloat or not. He recognizes that. I got to get his whole coaching staff A+. That's where I'm at.
Right.
Yep. BG?
I'm continue with it. A+ again for me. These guys have said it all, but I just want to let you know that these guys are getting backups ready to play. Like you said, it was seamless yesterday. We had some big time players go down, and you could not tell. Maybe Driscoll a little bit for the beginning part. Driscoll kind of looked a little suspect, but he always looks suspect on that left side of the football field. So other than that, man, you couldn't even tell, that, I didn't even know when Slate was out at first. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when does Slay go out? What, McPherson's over there? What? These guys were in there, balling hard. You know, he got these guys pumped up. Like I said, the coaching. You know, all those little team activities of creating more competition throughout the locker room. As you've seen a year of it, it's really translated over to the field this year. Where, they all are hungry to get on that football field and make a play. They see one person make a big play, they want to be the next one to come on. They might not be, getting all the snaps they want, but they want to make sure when they are out there that they get the snaps they do get, that they're making big plays on it. So shout out to all these coaches, man. They're doing a great job out there, plugging, playing, and we just keep steamrolling teams. So keep it up.
Yeah, what up, AK? How you doing, my guy?
AK.
Yep. Hey, y'all, salute to everybody that's watching, man. There ain't no better fan base like Eagles Nation, and you're looking at the foremost passionate one, the coolest, the OG BG, Notion Gang salute, Trigger Trey Rose. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to all of our channels. That's Cool Cat Connor, that's BG31, Notion Gang, Philly Notion salute, and the returning, man, I'm glad you back. Trigger Trey One, Trey Rock, please don't ever leave me again, my guy. Don't leave. Don't leave. It ain't the same without you. Don't leave. Don't leave. Man, I'm glad you're back. I'm going to keep saying it the whole show because it's good. When the four of us is together, magic, people. Magic.
Every time.
Now, let's talk about this game coming up. So, let's talk about this game. Listen, what you've been doing the past 4 weeks, keep it up. The past 4 weeks, keep it up. There's the quote. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The offense, it ain't broke. Don't fix it. Keep doing what you're doing. A.J. Brown, Smitty, Quez, Batman, Goddard, Miles, Jalen freaking Hurts, all that. Keep it up. The defense, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep doing what you're doing. But get your hands on Kyler Murray because that's Jalen Hurts right there. So what you see from Jalen Hurts in practice, that's what Kyler Murray's going to do. Exactly. So what you see in practice with Jalen Hurts is what you're going to see from Kyler Murray. So what Jalen Hurts does in practice, remember that when you face him. Nick Sirianni and Shane Gannon, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep doing what you're doing, and let's leave Arizona with a dub. Simple as that. So, Trey, what you want to see? Offense, defense, special teams, coaching. What you want to see from this team against the Cardinals?
All right, so, I mean, Kyler Murray bring a different set of problems. It's like, he's not stationary. I mean, we got a little glimpse of it with Trevor Lawrence. He could get out the pocket and all that, but Kyler Murray is a different type of scrambler. So we're gonna have to control our gaps. The offensive line the defensive line and the linebackers, they can't rush recklessly because this dudes get outside the pocket. You don't want him up against a linebacker or nothing like that. He's gonna make him look like a fool every day. It's gonna have to be a joint. It's gonna have to be a joint effort. I mean, everybody flying to the football. We know Kyler Murray not scared to take off. I mean, it's like I said, you're going to bring a different set of problems. So, I mean, I want to see if Jonathan Gannon going to be able to really crack this code a little bit. I mean, with the scrambling quarterbacks and stuff like that. I feel like we're going to do good, though, just based off the talent we got on defense. It's going to be a lot of little third downs that Kyler Murray pick up with his legs and stuff. So, it's going to get frustrating. We can't really get too down on Gannon in this game. Because he really does that to everybody. So it's like, I mean, I feel like we're going to do good. Like, they ain't going to put up a boatload of points on us, but it's just going to be a lot of little irritating stuff that we're going to have to deal with.
Exactly.
Like the dude breaking a little tackle, hitting the sideline, getting the first down. It's going to be a lot of little irritating stuff we're going to have to deal with. With the offense, Arizona defense is not good this year, like at all. So I feel like it's going to be opportunities there for Devontae Smith, Quez, Dallas Goddard, Miles. A.J. Brown. It's going to be opportunities there for them to make big plays because they corner suspect linebackers. I mean, I like their linebackers. They float to the ball, but they pass rush not as strong as it was last year. So, I mean, I feel like we're going to do great. I feel like we're going to win this game, and it's going to be by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we'll make our predictions. So, Notion, what you got for this game?
I mean, again, I really don't think this game is about the Cardinals. I understand we go into their house, but this is about the pretty much. I think on offensive side, we need to continue to impose our will, establish the run. The passing game will open up naturally. Of course, again, we're looking like a balanced team right now that knows at least how to use the weapons that we need to use in certain situations. Last game was a heavy run game. For the most of the other games, it's been pretty much balanced. So I expect the same approach offensively for us to dictate our will, starting with the run game and let the rest fall from there. Now, defensively, this is where I think it's going to have to come down to. Like Trey Rock said, I think it's going to be about containment. Containing Kyler Murray because he's a different type of scrambler. He's quick, shifty. We know, look, we don't know if he's going to be looking down the field to throw it. He might just take it and just his shiftiness. He might get 15 plus yards, on a quick run. So containing Kyler Murray is going to have to be key. We know what they got. Marquise Brown, I think, is their leading receiver. Look, I mean, we pride ourselves with stopping the big play. I expect to see that this game, but yeah, Gannon's going to be challenged this game because we may not have Maddox back out there. I'm hoping Slay's out there, but we got to see what the injury report looks like. But I believe Gannon, he's going to come with a solid game plan. We're going to do enough to get it done. And I agree, too. I think we're going to handle business. We're going to be 5-0 after this game. So I think we take care of business. I'm sure we're going to do what? The score predictions in a bit. But
Yeah, that's after
we'll handle
BG.
them pretty handily.
Yeah. BG?
Sorry. Really, I'm not worried about it, man. Like at all. Like Kyler Murray, whatever. We got Jalen Hurts that our defense practices against. Okay, we ain't worried about no Kyler Murray. Our defensive line get after any offensive line in the NFL. We're gonna do what we always do: sit back and ask them, "What would you like us to do to you today?" That's all the Eagles are doing every week. What would you like us to do to you? You want to stop our run, real passing. You want to stop our pass, real run on you. You want to stop our blitz, we'll sit back in zone, pick you apart. Interceptions, takeaways. What do you want us to do? Answer that in the first quarter, and we will continue to do what we do, and that's dominate the rest of the game. Birds win. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. What do you want? No one can stop us right now.
Can I just ask everybody here? Maybe y'all can help me out in the chat too, because listen, again, I'm just tired of the narrative. The Eagles, they haven't played nobody. Are the Cardinals somebody? Y'all let me know. Like, what team do we got to play for it to be like, you play somebody? Because I'm tired of hearing this every week. After we beat the Jags, oh, it's the Jags. Are the Cardinals, if we beat the Cardinals, is it going to be, it was the Cardinals? I need to know what team is that team that we need to face that's we here. Because right now, I'm just tired of hearing the haters. Again, we sitting at the top. We hear all the haters down there talking, but is Arizona that team to say this is a team, a true test to these Eagles?
I think
before we make up, let me check this. Let's check the schedule. I mean, like, who on the schedule do we got to fear? I mean, we beat the Lions. They're going to say it's just the Lions, but they hyped them up because exactly they got good offensive line. Swift is no joke, and they got hyped because of Hard Knocks. Minnesota's 3-1, so don't say it's just.
I think our biggest test so far was Minnesota with the receivers they put out there. I mean, Arizona not even bringing nothing close to that. So it's like, if you could shut Minnesota offense down like we did, I feel like we got a good chance against anybody, even Green Bay. Because all the rest of these teams, they don't really have no high-power offenses.
So that's the next possible team that they're going to say we play somebody is Green Bay week 12. See, this don't make no sense. After we play Dallas, I'm sure that'll probably bring a lot of the haters back to reality because I know, they the mainstream on TV. So I think it'll probably happen after we take care of the Dallas week. But goodness, I mean, every team that we play, they ain't trash. Again, you look at the three teams beyond Washington. I agree. I think we could all agree Washington's probably looking like one of the sorriest teams in the league right now.
Yeah.
But every other team, the Lions, they out here fighting. They the number one team in the league with scoring or offensive yards. They the number one team in the league in scoring points. That ain't a sorry team. And the Vikings,
Right.
we know what they are. So, again, I'm just tired of hearing this narrative of every team we playing is trash and we ain't playing nobody. Y'all let me know what the next team is that we got to play to say something, because it ain't our fault we handling business like that. The Eagles is taking care of their stuff. So, it's good to see.
Bro, even the Giants not looking too sorry right now. That could be a kind of little test. So, I mean, who is somebody in the NFL? If you ain't talking about if you ain't talking about St. Louis, I mean, you ain't talking about Los Angeles, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, teams like that. They everybody else nobodies, but they still NFL teams. These still NFL players. They get paid a lot of money to play football. They made it to the league somehow. So, I mean, every team is somebody. It's just like, I mean, Detroit was the worst team in the league last year, and they beat a couple good teams at the end of that season. So everybody, it's any given Sunday, bro. You can't never just say nobody is nobody. So, I mean, I don't care what they talking about. We 4-0, about to be 5-0. So, I mean, y'all can eat that for real, for real.
I just be like, there's levels to this, man. There's levels to this, and there's no other good team out there. But I really feel like we're the best team, hands down. Like, we're on a whole nother platform than these guys. Even the Bills, everybody, the Bills, they're cool. They're a really good football team. They got a really good quarterback over there, but they're not us.
Bills looking a little shaky over there.
They're not as complete as we are.
The Bills
they don't
looking a
have the
little
depth that we
shaky over
got.
there. By the time like week 8 hit, the Bills might crumble. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, they damn near lost to Baltimore. Who they lost to their first game? I think it was Miami. I mean, all the good teams they go up against, they struggling with them.
Yeah. And what's funny to me is and I said this in my videos multiple times, because they say we ain't played nobody good. Didn't they say this last year when the Dallas Cowboys were going on this 12-5 run? Did they beat anybody good outside of the NFCs? Did they beat anybody good? But when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, y'all ain't beat nobody good. I love the fact that the narrative, please.
They love to hate us, cool cat. It's cool.
I know. It is what it is. All I got to do is just do this. Look at that. Look at this photo right here.
The rest of the league knows what's up except for Dallas. That's the only team I think we hear and hate from.
Of course, they out here. We got the best defense in the league. We're gonna come after Jalen Hurts because we did it last year. That's last year. Welcome to 2022, boys. Simple as that.
They can catch up. They can catch up.
Exactly. We looking down on everybody in the NFL. I mean, the NFC, hell, the NFL for that matter, until further notice. I mean, look at the bracket. Look at the bracket. Number 1, Philadelphia Eagles. Number 2, Minnesota Vikings. Rams, they're number 3. We'll see when it comes to the Monday Night Football game. Number 4, Tampa Bay. Dallas is 5. Giants is 6. Green Bay is 7. One team is the number 1 seed until further notice. It's the B.O.B.S.
My confidence level in Jalen right now is crazy. You know how I know it is? Because yesterday when we went down 14-0, I ain't even panic at all.
Exactly.
I usually be, oh my God, we're gonna lose this game. I was just sitting back like this. Watch me come back. Like, bro, my confidence level in this team and then Jalen Hurts right now is just through the roof right now.
So, hey, hold up though, because I need to check that. I just want to know from you, Trey, because listen, I ain't gonna lie, I had questions. I had that not doubt, but I was definitely like, what kind of game is this? How are we coming out here to play today? But being down 14-0, you still was like, you know what, we gonna come back here and win this? Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought it could go either way. At that point, 14-0, we turned it over. We wasn't looking too good on offense. I said, hey, I don't know what team didn't showed up, but this ain't my Eagles team. So, but yeah, I like to know from you. You had that in you. We gonna come back and handle this.
Bro, I just sat back and I was just like, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't do nothing special. We gave up the first touchdown.
Too fast.
Yeah, it was too fast. It's too much football left.
About it.
I like it's too much football left, and we too good of a team to go out like this. So I'm just sitting back, and once we scored that first touchdown, I was like, "Oh yeah, there we go. We about to come back now." 20 unanswered points out of nowhere. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yeah, this really the team I thought it was. Now, if we would have started creeping into that round where it was like third-ish, fourth quarter, and we still was down, I would have been like, oh, but it was too early. It was too fast. And their offense scored that one touchdown, but we gave them a gimme on the first one. I'm like, bro, we cool. Now, if it would have been like a different little scenario to it, like they just was moving the football on us, like against our will and all that, I would have been like, damn. But it was just fluky. They both was like fluky touchdowns. So I felt like we was cool.
Yeah, for me, because I was at the game, rainy and all. Salute to all the Eagles fans, Eagles Nation that was there. Yeah, salute to y'all, man, sitting in the rain with your boy. It was crazy, but we stayed there in the rain. Hey, when it was 14 and I wasn't really scared that much because I had the offensive player of the month. I had the offensive player of the month. I had the future MVP of the league. And it's been a while since I said this. Jalen freaking! When I got him by my side, hey, I can't lose. I can't lose because all of September basically told me exactly what I knew. Hurts season, man. When I got Jalen Hurts on the field, I can't lose. I can't lose. So I did. Was I nervous? A little. But in the back of my head, as I always do, I always know. Hurts season. Put my hand over my heart, and Jad we trust. Jalen, AJ, Devontae. In Jab we trust, and they haven't failed me yet because we 4-0. We 4-0. You're damn right. Hurt season. So let's see if we can get to 5-0. Let's make our predictions. I said on Kukat Mitch 30-21 Birds, and I'm sticking with it. 30-21 Birds. So Notion, it's been a while. Go ahead and make your prediction, my guy.
I'm going to go with, I think we're going to put up 30 this game also. I'm going to go 31. We're going to put up 31 this game. We'll hold them to 21. Eagles continue rocking. And, I mean, look, I'm not scared of Kyler Murray. I know, again, I do believe he's going to come out there. You know, he'll find some success. I believe it'll probably be more in the run game. But it'll be a convincing win. I'll give us – look, I got them scoring late. They'll fight at their home. But we're going to put up 30 on their top. We're going to – the rushing game will be on full display. Eagles handle their business 31-21.
Trigger?
I think we kind of downplaying the Zach Ertz versus Philadelphia thing. I think when Carson came back, Doug came back, it was kind of hype. But we got to remember Zach coming back to Philly too. Salute, Big Doug.
No, we're going to their house. We're not going.
Yeah, we're going to Arizona. I'm just saying you're going to play against a former team. Salute, Big Dog. But once that whistle blow, you our enemy, bro. You our enemy. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm going 21-34 Eagles.
There you go.
I feel like we beat them by at least probably 2 scores, close to 2 scores if anything. But I feel like it's gonna be a little tougher game than we think it's gonna be because I mean, like you said, we got we playing against Jalen Hurts for real. A little quicker, faster Jalen Hurts.
Exactly.
So, that boy gonna be getting out that pocket. I know Gannon gonna be sending that pressure, but he gonna be trying to get out that pocket, man. We're gonna definitely have to contain. So it's gonna be a fun game to watch, man. I feel like we beat them though.
Yep. BG?
I don't think it's gonna be that close. I think you guys tripping. I was more worried about Carson putting it on the show that first game in Washington, emotional game, maybe doing something against. Then I was even, a little bit worried. Dougie P might come in here and get something in there, that emotional loss that you might get. But Zach Ertz, I ain't worried about Zach. Zach was on a decline on the way out the door. You know what I'm saying? He played good in, Arizona last year, but he's going to take more than Zach Ertz to be down on this defense. And like I said, Kyler Murray, wait till you get a little of that. You know what I'm saying? Or a little bit of this.
Some sweat.
Oh, kicking outdoors. When you get some of that in your face, you hit Kyler a couple times, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. So I think the Eagles win big, man. I think 38-17. I don't see our defense giving up no more than 17 points to these guys. You talk about their weapons, and I talk about the defense that we got covering them. Not every team's built like us. This is a different, team. This is a different, level quality team that we have here. And I think there's levels to this. And I think, we're at the top, man. We're at the top, and it's going to be very hard for anybody to take that away from us.
Exactly. Now, Eagles Nation, let's enjoy this 4-0. Let's enjoy this 4-0, but let's be real. Jalen Hurts 2.0, Kyler Murray's coming up. Jalen Hurts 2.0, Kyler Murray is coming up, man.
Kyler Murray wish he could be like Jalen Hurts.
Right?
Stop it. Stop it.
He's not even in the same category as
That don't
Jalen
even
Hurts.
need to be mentioned in the
Yeah.
same.
He ain't did nothing. What records have you seen Kyler Murray first quarterback to do what?
That is true.
When?
And okay, I'll say it like this: Kyler Murray is coming up, so let's get ready for that game. Let's get ready to beat the whole shot.
But I just want to say this: we're not gonna sit here and trip like Kyler, not no dog, bro.
Yeah.
He a dog, bro.
Yeah.
Kyler is Kyler Murray again. He does need to be respected in the pocket.
Without D-Hop,
I think we got a better offense. I think we got a better defense. It is what it is.
I saw what he did to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Raiders suck.
It was down 21 points though. He came back and won that game.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Aren't the Raiders like 0-4?
It was down 3
And like-
touchdowns on the NFL team, bro. I'm trying
and
to
just
tell
stood
you.
in the pocket and just waited until somebody was open until he ran out. Against that Raiders game too. But like Trey said, any given Sunday. So don't sleep on the Cardinals now, because like I always said, the good teams can always lose to the bad teams. The Cardinals ain't a bad team, but don't be.
Man, listen.
But it's different.
The
We're
game
4-0.
plan needs to be shut down. Marquise Brown. Who else they going to? Zach Ertz? Let them beat us with Zach Ertz. I'll be impressed. I don't see nobody else on their team. Who is it? Connor? That's who else we supposed to be threatened by. Look, have them beat us with Zach Ertz and James Conner if y'all want to. I ain't threatened by their offense. Big play stoppage is the theme that we're going by with Jonathan Gannon. Man, I'm not drinking this Kyler Murray hype, bro. He on the wrong team. That's just all it is. He ain't got no talent, brother. It is what it is.
Well,
We running over the Cardinals.
it is what it is. And with that, guys, we back in Broad Street, baby. The 4 best passionate fans of Eagles Nation is back together. Trigger Trey, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Are you coming back next week?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go. There you go. We'll be dealing with street rats on Broad Street. So tune in next week and let's celebrate 4-5-0. So guys, we back together.
You going to the game, Cool Cat?
Dallas. Of course, I'm going to the Dallas game. Please.
I'm gonna see you down there, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Trigger Trey, Cool Cat Connor in the
I had to make that one, big dog.
4th and Jones tailgate. I'll be at the 4th and Jones tailgate. Just to let you know.
We gotta try to get a Birds of Broad Street, all of us in Philly.
Yeah, come on down, man. It was popping.
So legit. So
Think about that. A 4th and Jones tailgate at with the Birds of Broad Street. It would be popping.
What about the Birds of Broad Street tailgate, baby? What? Jalen freaking
You know, I'm gonna have my little drinky drink down there. Oh my god! Can't wait.
You see how passionate we are when we together, y'all? Y'all ain't getting nothing better than this. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to the Birds of Broad Street channel, all of our channels. That's Cool Cat Connor. That's Bird Gang 31. That's One Trey Rock, Trigger Trey, and that's Notion Gang, Philly Notion Salute. I am your boy, Mizzy Miss Cool Cat Connor, you to represent the Birds. This is BG 31. Trigger Trey is back and he ain't leaving. Notion Gang, send us home. We got to check the Rams and the 49ers.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know the vibes. Hopefully, we keep this up 5-0 coming next week. Y'all know what it is. Have yourselves a safe and fantastic Eagles Day. It's always fly, Eagles, fly. And until next time, y'all know what it is. Go,
Hey, Cole, can you dig it?
Let's go, baby. Let's get it.
On the road to